They stood at the foot of the mountain, not with pride, not with confidence, but with trembling. The sky was thick with smoke, the ground pulsed beneath their feet, and the voice that thundered from the cloud, was not a voice they could bear. This is the story of a people who trembled, not because they were weak, but because they had come face to face with something holy, something other, something that demanded reverence. Welcome to Faith Unfolded. Today we explore the mystery of fear and reverence, and why trembling might be the most faithful response of all. The people of Israel arrive at Mount Sinai. They've escaped Egypt. They've crossed the sea. They've seen miracles, but nothing prepared them for this. God descends in fire. Thunder cracks the sky. The mountain shakes, and the people, they tremble, not just in fear, but in recognition. This is not a tribal god, not a household idol. This is the Creator, the one who speaks galaxies into motion. And he is not safe, but he is good. Proverbs tells us the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But what kind of fear is this? Is it dread, terror, or something deeper? Biblical fear is not panic, it's posture. It's the awareness that we are not the center, that we are not in control, that we are dust, and yet loved. To fear God is to see clearly. To tremble is to wake up. Today we live in a world that fears nothing. We mock authority. We deconstruct tradition. We treat the sacred as optional. But what if reverence is the missing ingredient? What if awe is the doorway to transformation? We don't tremble anymore. Not at beauty, not at holiness, not even at death. But the soul was made to tremble, to stand in wonder, to bow in humility. Here's the twist. The people trembled at Sinai, but their children trembled in Babylon, and their children's children trembled at the foot of the cross. Trembling is not a moment. It's a legacy. When we lose reverence, we lose the thread. We forget who we are and whose we are. But when we teach our children to tremble, to stand in awe of the holy, we pass down more than doctrine. We pass down wonder. Fast forward to the Gospels. Jesus heals. Jesus teaches. Jesus forgives. And the people tremble. Not because he's loud, but because he's true. Because he speaks with authority. Because he touches lepers and commands storms. Even demons tremble. Even death obeys. And yet he is gentle. He is the embodiment of reverent power. The Lion and the Lamb. The Spirit descends, not in silence, but in wind, in fire, in tongues, and the people tremble again. This time not in fear, but in surrender, in awe, in readiness. The trembling becomes movement. The reverence becomes mission. So what about you? Have you trembled? Have you stood at the edge of something holy and felt your knees weaken? Maybe it was a moment of conviction. Maybe it was a glimpse of grace. Maybe it was the quiet whisper that said, "You are not alone." Trembling is not weakness. It's worship. We are called to live reverently, to walk humbly, to speak slowly, to listen deeply, to remember that God is not our mascot, not our consultant, not our accessory. He is the consuming fire, the still small voice, the one who makes mountains tremble and hearts awaken. The people tremble, not because they are afraid, but because they are awake. And maybe that's the invitation for us today, to tremble again, to stand in awe, to live with reverence. Because when we tremble, we remember, we realign, we return. And in that trembling we find peace. We find purpose. We find God. Thank you for joining us on Faith Unfolded. If this message stirred something in you, share it, live it, and above all, tremble well.